If you lost it all, still believe in yourself. No one's come to say you gotta.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chrissy. This is Kick It with Chrissy, and I am so excited to kick it with you. And today we are gonna go over a little Instagram post that I found when I opened the app. You know what? I just opened it. I was minding my own business, and all I did was open Instagram, and this is what I saw. This is like just minding my own business. Why do ex-fat girls hate fat girls the most? Now, I I would not consider myself an ex-fat girl, but I am ex-morbidly obese. Used to be 300 pounds. Or this way. Used to be 300 pounds. Now I am not anymore. And I'm still on my journey, but I am a lot healthier than I used to be. So I don't know if that's all that matters. I would not consider myself an ex-fat girl yet. But I am ex-morbidly obese, and I would love to hear what these lovely people or lovely person has to say. This is from spiritanimal.in, and they got a little blue check mark. I don't know if that means anything. 53.8K followers. And their profile says, no body goals here, just good activewear, plus size and unapologetic, large to 6XL, COD available. I don't know what that is. And then some links. So I guess, yeah, they have activewear. I do think it's important for plus size people to have activewear brands that they can go to because a lot of people do start out plus size when they want to improve their health. So this is awesome. However, this post is kind of disappointing. So it says, why do ex-fat girls hate fat girls the most? Fat phobia's loudest voices aren't always thin. And I had to save it because I had thought that we could go over this together. This is uncomfortable to talk about, but real. A lot of women who lose weight don't just leave fat phobia behind, they carry it with them. Sometimes they become harsher than people who were never fat at all. Why? Because shame doesn't disappear just because the body does. Okay. A lot of women who lose weight don't just leave fat phobia behind, they carry it with them. Sometimes they become harsher than people who were never fat at all. Now, I don't know what the definition of harsh would be here, if it's like something that we're doing here or other YouTube channels that have expressed their views on being fat and how unhealthy it is to be fat. And now that they have lost weight, they want to talk to other people about how you can do it too. That if you want to call that harsh, then sure. But maybe it's because we have been there. We know exactly where you are, and we understand how hard it is to lose weight, but we also understand that it's not impossible, and we don't want to hear excuses on how it is impossible. Because shame doesn't disappear just because the body does. I struggle with I'm struggling. I'm struggling with that because I had so much shame at my largest size. I was so shameful of my size at 350 pounds. I hated the way my body looked. I hated how limiting my body was. And now that I have lost 170 pounds, I I feel a lot less shame. I don't carry the shame of my morbidly obese body around with me. I'm grateful that pre weight loss me made the choices that she did so I could be here today. I'm grateful for her because she made the choice to start. And I am who came out on the other side. So I am not carrying that shame with me. No way. When you spend years being told you'll only be loved, respected, desired, or taken seriously after weight loss, then it finally happens. It feels like you earned your humanity. Who is telling you that? Who is telling who is telling you that? Who is telling you that? You deserve humanity, of course. The size of your body does not equate to whether you should be treated like a person or not. No one is saying that. The only people that I have heard say that is people in the fat liberation or fat acceptance community. That's the only people I've heard say that. So who is telling you that? You only deserve to be loved, respected, desired, or taken seriously after weight loss? Who is telling you that? Everyone deserves to be loved. Respect is earned. Desired is a whole different story. That's a preference. People have different preferences. And there are people that desire bodies of all sizes and taken seriously after weight loss. Like, I'm not taking you seriously right now because this is a joke. Not just pretty clothes, but permission to exist. That creates resentment. No one's saying that you can't exist in a fat body. Again, no one is saying that. No one is saying that. Be fat, fine. Just stop telling other people that they should be fat too. Because it's not healthy. It's not healthy. So when they see fat women being confident, dating, dressing well, taking up space, being desired, it can feel offensive. Let me hold your hand. You are not that important. You're not that important. People do not think about you as much as you think that they think about you or your size. You think about your size more than anyone else. I can promise you that. You are not that important. That people are resentful when they see you as a fat woman being confident, dating, or dressing well.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Okay, so we are back. My baby woke up. Mama first, YouTuber second. But we are back, and it'll just be a small jump for you, but it was a long time for me, so we'll see if we can get through this. If not, I will come back later tonight. It's fine. You have to do what you're passionate about in the corners of your day, little at a time. So we already went over this, and so it can feel offensive because their brain goes, "Wait, I suffered for this. I punished myself for this. How are you getting it without paying the same price?" The bitterness is rarely about you, it's grief. That is wild to me. Wait, I suffered for this. I punished myself for this. How are you getting it without paying the same price? That's your problem. You are thinking about it in a completely wrong way. Me getting healthy is not a punishment. Me telling myself no to certain foods for now is not a punishment. It's not a punishment for me. I am grateful that I got to wake up and make the choice to change my life. I am grateful that I had another shot at changing my life. When I tried to change my life 6 years ago now, and I got the gastric sleeve surgery, I lost 100 pounds on it. I was able to finally get pregnant and have a successful pregnancy and have a baby. And then postpartum depression hit so hard that I gained 50 pounds back. Actually, I lost 150 pounds. I started at 350, got down to 200, got pregnant, then gained 50 pounds back after I gave birth. And it wasn't until then, until my daughter's second birthday, that I realized what I was doing to myself again. And I clawed and I fought and I dug my way out of my depression, out of my mental health struggles, and I decided to start choosing me. I decided to actually put in the work this time and fix my relationship with food. So, no, I did not suffer. Suffering was postpartum depression. Suffering was my anxiety and depression before that. And I'm so glad I'm going to do a Fit Myth video about this, but I'm so tired of people thinking that weight loss surgery or GLP-1s are magic bullets or just the cure-all pill, because it does not fix your mental health. It does not fix your relationship with food. I did that. I did that. I did that shit. I did that. I did not suffer through that. I did not punish myself to get to where I am. I love myself enough to say no to myself. And as a parent, treat yourself like a child sometimes. But as a parent, me telling my daughter no to certain things, no, you can't jump off of the chair, is not me punishing her or depriving her of anything or her suffering. That's me keeping her safe. A lot of former fat women were taught that love is conditional. You will get softness after weight loss. You will get attention, femininity, and everything else after weight loss. So when another fat woman just refuses that rule, when she exists fully without shrinking first, it challenges everything they were taught, and that collapses their entire thinking system. No, nope, no, it doesn't. If you're fat and you're enjoying your life and you're happy about being fat and overweight and you love the body you're in at that size, great. Don't try to tell me that it's healthy though, because it's not. It's not healthy. You may be happy. Maybe your weight loss or maybe your weight has nothing to do with your mental health. I have a hard time believing that because there's a direct correlation between weight gain and mental health struggles. It's not good for up here, but okay. Just don't tell people that it's healthy because it's not. It's not a healthy way to live. When she exists fully without shrinking first, it challenges everything they are taught. And that collapses their entire thinking system. I 100% believe that your mental health starts first. Before you can change your body permanently, you should be fixing your mental health first. So if you exist fully without shrinking first, that is a great sign. If you have healed yourself and you are in a larger body, you've healed your mental struggles and your anxieties and your depression. If you have healed from your traumas before losing weight, that's great. That's the magic sauce. That's the magic bullet. Healing first and understanding that your body is actually the reaction to your mental health changing, to your mental health getting healthier. This is just an extra benefit. And yeah, sure, of course, people want to look good and they want to feel good in their own body, but again, that looking good and feeling good is subjective. Health is not subjective. Health is scientific, and there are very clear this is healthy and this is not. So if you can heal, if you are healed and you are living fully as a fat woman, congratulations. You've done the hardest part. You've healed. Congratulations. Now start treating yourself with love and kindness. If you are healed, treat yourself with love and kindness. Fuel your body with things that make it feel good. Not deep fried. Yuck. Gross. Dripped in grease. Ultra processed. Making you feel sluggish. Move your body. Be grateful for the way it moves, that it can move. Keep moving it. Don't live a sedentary lifestyle. Then comes thin privilege. And once you experience it, you notice everything. People are kinder, shopping gets easier, doctors suddenly listen, people call you disciplined instead of lazy. Society starts rewarding you, and once society rewards you for fitting in, it becomes tempting to protect that reward, even if that means distancing yourself from fat women. I know that there are a lot of fat people that would not classify themselves as lazy, but you are consuming more than you are burning. So either you are consuming copious amounts of food and still moving a lot, and you're consuming more food than your body still even needs, even with the moving, or you are lazy. I am disciplined. I have non-negotiables in my life. I get my steps in. I strength train 5 times a week. I track my food still, even, what is it? Even 9 months into my journey, I'm still tracking my food. It's non-negotiables for me right now. I have learned to trust myself again. I've learned that I've become someone that I can trust again. I have become someone who says they're going to do something and then does it. So I think what you're seeing maybe is not like ex-fat people separating themselves from fat women. It's the ex-fat people disassociating themselves or distancing themselves from who they used to be, the fat version of themselves, because they didn't like that person. That person wasn't a good person. That person was not treating herself kindly. So maybe it's a projection thing that you think that we mean all fat women, when really we're just trying to distance ourselves from the person that we used to be, a person that we did not like. Maybe it has nothing to do with you. It's almost as if you're not that special. Sometimes it's honestly survival. It becomes, if I make sure everyone knows I'm not like them anymore, maybe I'll stay safe. So they overperform it. They shame fat women, judge them harder, become the, well, I lost weight, so why can't you person? Not because they forgot what it felt like, because they remember it too well. Yeah, I don't think that healthy people who have lost the weight will ever forget. I don't think that you will ever forget what it was like to be in that deep, dark hole of self SH. I can't say it because that's what it is. If you have BED or any kind of DIS order around food, I don't think you'll ever forget that. I think you are often scared to go back to that. And I don't think it's overperforming at all. I've never seen anyone overperform or shame they shame fat women, judge them harder. I don't judge fat women harder than I judge anyone else. All people that are on a health journey or have successfully lost weight and kept it off, all most of us are trying to do, if we have platforms, is spread the word that it's not healthy. Don't fall for it. It's not healthy. It's not health at every size. You shouldn't give up and say, well, this is just how my body is, so forget about it. Like, well, I lost weight, so why can't you? No, it's, well, I lost weight, and if I can do that, because I was an asshole, if I lost the weight, you can too, if you want to. You don't have to be in an unhealthy body for the rest of your life if you don't want to. You don't have to. I, that's at least how I feel. I mean, I guess I can't speak for everyone. And then comes the superiority complex. I worked hard. I have discipline. I'm better now. Okay, all of those are true. I do work hard every day. I have discipline and I am better now. Thank the gods. I am better now. Because what is life if it's not a continuing of bettering yourself? Weight loss becomes personality and fatness becomes a moral failure. No one is saying that. No one is saying that. Morality and fatness is not the same thing. Nothing to do with each other. Weight loss becomes a personality. Sometimes, for a period of time, it has to. You have to be 100% in about your weight loss. You have to change the person that you are and become the best version of yourself. And if right now that means focusing only on weight loss, then maybe you got to focus only on weight loss. But I encourage you, if you are on a weight loss journey, that you don't make weight loss your entire personality. Because once you get to that maintenance phase and you're trying to maintain now and you're no longer in the mindset of weight loss, you are going to have nothing and you're going to need things to fill your time with, which is part of the reason why I started this YouTube channel. So hi, thank you for being a part of my journey. That's when things get nasty because now being thin isn't just a body change, it becomes proof that they are a better person. I don't think losing weight makes me a better person, but I am a better person now that I have lost weight than I was because of the mental health and the mental transitions and the reframing my mindset. I am a better person now. I'm a better mother, I'm a better wife, and I am a better person because I changed this up here. Because I am healing and fighting my inner demons. It's just so much reframing. It's just wild. That mindset is dangerous because now your worth depends on never becoming that person again. Yeah, I never want to be a bad person again. I never want to be depressed again. If I stumble and I have setbacks, that does not make me a bad person. It just means that I have more work to do, which we always will have, but hopefully, and not hopefully, I know now that I have better coping mechanisms than shoving copious amounts of food down my throat. The saddest part of this, you can become exactly what hurt you. The girl who cried in changing rooms becomes the woman judging another girl in one. We don't live in a movie. Like, people think about you way less than you think they think about you. I can promise you that. Like, no one is judging another girl. That sounds like some just crazy high school stuff. Like, grow up. Grow up. And even in high school, I don't remember people judging other girls for crying in dressing rooms. Like, changing rooms are extremely triggering for me. I had really horrible experiences in changing rooms and like school clothes shopping and things like that. Horrible. And I never felt like anyone was judging me. Because when you're a young girl, like, there's so many insecurities. It doesn't, regardless of your size. There's so many insecurities. Everyone has insecurities. Even as adult women, we have our own insecurities. The girl who begged to be treated gently becomes the woman who says, well, maybe if she just lost weight. Who is saying that to you? Again, like, where is your proof that people are saying this to you? If you have people in your life saying this to you, cut them off. You're worth more than that. Don't let people speak to you like that. The only thing losing weight will do is fix physical health issues. Will make it less likely for you to get certain diseases and cancers. It will help you statistically live a longer life. That's all lost weight will do. That's the scary part of unhealed shame. It doesn't leave, it just changes direction. But we also want to be fair. Not every former fat woman is cruel. Some are terrified of gaining weight back, eating disorders. Oh, shoot, I'm gonna have to bleep that. Some still hate the old version of themselves so much that that seeing fat woman feels like looking in a mirror they're trying to avoid. It might look like arrogance, but it's actually fear. Messy and unhealed fear. Maybe so. Maybe I just haven't met those women. Maybe I just haven't met them. Maybe I haven't seen them. I've already admitted I'm terrified to gain my weight back, absolutely. So I'm going to fight tooth and nail with every demon I have in me to not become that person again. I'm going to use new coping skills and tools to where I can get over my triggers and my depression and my cycles of negativity faster and healthier. We are not shaming or making them negative, just noticing the pattern, because losing weight should not require losing your empathy. And being a part of a fat acceptance community shouldn't make you lose yours. Just because people want to lose weight doesn't make them morally corrupt either. It's the same thing on the opposite side of the coin. You should not have to bully your past self to feel good about your present self. And you definitely shouldn't have to shame fat women just to prove your transformation mattered. No one is shaming you. Again, you're internalizing, you're taking things like before and after pictures and feeling like it's a personal attack on you. It's not. People post before and after pictures because we work ourselves to the bone to heal. And the physical representation of that healing journey is important to show. That way, if there's someone else out there who thinks that it is impossible, that they are too far gone, that the wagon has left them, if they stumble across your post and say, oh my God, my body looks like that. My body used to look like that. It looks like her before picture, and this is what she looks like now. Look how much she has healed. And they finally get the courage to try one more time. That's who the before and after is for. For that one person who needs the courage to get up and try one more time. And a lot of the times, that one person is yourself. You failed, or you feel like you failed again. You had a little setback. Look at your before and after picture and say, look how far I came. I'm not stopping now. I remember how much sweat and tears and blood that I have put in to where I am now, the person I have became now. I am not letting go of her. I can sympathize with my before, with the old version of myself. I am grateful for that version of myself. And I am grateful for this after version of myself too. You are not fully healed until you can take your before picture self and have gratitude for her because if it wasn't for her making that choice to start, you would not be where you are today. Then this last slide here says Lizzo apparently vandalizes her old self after losing weight and getting skinnier. Bye, bitch. Nobody hates fat people more than former fat people. And I guess this is what the whole post was about, was Lizzo. And I mean, I can imagine that that was really upsetting for a lot of people, a lot of fat girls who looked up to her and was like, wow, look at her. She is fat and she is doing the damn thing and she loves being fat and she loves her body. I'm sure that can really hurt, saying bye bitch to your old self. But that just goes to show that these parasocial relationships can be extremely dangerous, because all we see is, wow, look at her loving herself as a fat, beautiful Black woman, to bye bitch, I hate that fat woman that I used to be. When you don't know what happened up here. You don't know what she fought up here. You don't know who the before girl was. Maybe she's glad that she's gone, but maybe she also can have the gratitude of her previous self to make the changes. But it's hard to know because celebrities aren't real people. You know what I mean? Like, they live in a whole different world than the kind of world that we live in. So you don't know the work that she may or may not have done to get to where she is. You don't know if she's done that inner work. Saying bye bitch, I think, may have been an insensitive take maybe to the young girls that grew up watching her, listening to her music, and finding her story inspirational. It may have left a bad taste in some people's mouth. Maybe it's in bad taste to do this publicly, but I don't know. I mean, I don't see really a whole lot wrong with her, because this is her. It's her body, it's herself. Like, if she wants to say bye bitch to herself, it's her body, it's herself. But when you become a celebrity, you are no longer only yours. And that's just a whole nother other question, whole nother other topic. Let's look at some comment. Oh, I didn't even read the caption. Why do you think some former fat people become the biggest defenders of fat phobia? Fear fat girls experience growing up fat, trending, fat people problems. Is this just like keyword searching? Watching Lizzo destroy her own image is so heartbreaking. Her songs were anthems for body acceptance. And I mean, I can see how that could be painful to some people, but it doesn't have to mean that she doesn't accept her body. Maybe she accepted her body then, and maybe she was suffering from health concerns and she wanted to be in a healthier body. She is not thin by any means. She's still a plus-sized woman. But just because she's decided to lose weight, I mean, she's still a plus-sized woman, so she can still be a representation of plus-sized bodies. She's just a little bit of a healthier body now. Treating weight loss like an achievement means any subsequent weight gain will make you feel like a total failure. Not necessarily. People gain weight for all kinds of reasons. You could be gaining weight and gaining muscle. What about that? What about strong women? Instead of worrying about weight loss or weight gain, what about muscle? Muscle gain. Technically weight gain, muscle gain. Not a total failure. And sometimes when we lose weight, we miss the mark and we have to kind of overcorrect, and you need to gain weight to be healthy. It's not winning and losing. It's not a video game. You're not unlocking achievements here. After losing weight for my health and still working on it, I noticed how people treat me differently and how many people are suddenly interested in me. If they didn't want anything to do with me when I was fat, I don't want anything to do with them when I'm thinner. I think regardless of someone's size, fat or skinny, everyone should be treated with basic respect, kindness, and human decency. Absolutely. Everyone deserves all of that. And for the most part, I feel like people get that unless you're a bad person, not necessarily your weight. But as society, I'm sure society does treat smaller people different than larger people. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience with this. I mean, I was really overweight, and there was literally one time that I was walking into work and someone literally mooed at me. Mooed. But getting more attention when you're skinny privilege maybe. I mean, it's just our lizard brain going for someone that looks more fertile, I guess. It's biological. As a former fat girl, I don't hate fat girls. I get it, and I've been there. I think it's just a physical manifestation of stress, but also genuinely enjoying food or overindulging food. Lizzo is still not skinny. Thank you. I think she was saying bye to her former self not being fat. I don't think she hates fat people. I think she celebrated her body just as much when she was bigger as she does now. Thank you. Lizzo ain't former fat. IDK why y'all keep saying that. She's still big, but the oppressed can't wait to become the oppressor many times. Doesn't matter the situation. I know once I become skinny, I'm immediately gonna start acting differently. It's really not only anything malicious or hello? It's really not on anything malicious, but because I know how I am as a person. My personality is inviting and not to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty girl for real. So my entire attitude is going to change because I'll be something in someone that not only I already love, but now everyone else will love it too. Of course, not to say I want everyone's attention and opinion, but I'll be seen by everyone. Now, with all that being said, I could never hate my big girls because we make life fun for real. Okay. Okay. You don't have to start acting like a totally different person when you lose weight. I feel like going through a huge transformation makes you just change as a person. I think becoming extremely cocky after losing weight can be super toxic sometimes, but I don't know, to each their own. If you already feel like you're gonna start acting different because like, oh, now everybody will see me and everybody will love me, like you're in for a rude awakening. Again, people do not care about your body as much as you think they do. They don't. They don't. I'm sorry, they don't. You're just not that special. Sorry. Sorry. But what did you think? And again, I'm gonna put it in the comments or in the description below, and I'm gonna say it now. Do not go to the page. Do not tear people down. Do not be rude or nasty. If you have something to say, say it in my comment section here. But tell me what you think about this slideshow of pictures from Spirit Animal. Do you feel like the biggest oppressors are ex-fat women? Too fat women? What do you think in the comments below? And if you made it this far, please leave me your favorite food emoji in the bottom. Let me see all the yummy treats and tell me in the bottom what your tell me in the comments below if you made it this far. Just type Lizzo. So creative, Chris. Good job. Just type Lizzo in the comments and everyone will be so confused. All right. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, do all the YouTubey things. And until next time, bye bye.
If you lost it all, still believe in yourself. No one's come to say you gotta